and welcome to your reading for this month of October 2024, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my readings is also to be timeless. This reading is for all Scorpio placements, but if for some reason this reading doesn't resonate with you, please don't forget to check out your other placements, and also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And if you would ever like to book a reading with me, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. And if you would like to leave a tip at any point in time, you could do that with the thanks button. But without further ado, Scorpio, let's get started on your reading. So today we're going to be tapping into your overall energy for this month of October and when you're watching, and what are your challenges at this time, your supporting energy, and the advice that you need to hear in order to navigate these energies. So let's go ahead and start with a fairy oracle to see what wants to come forward first. Light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Beautiful. So this has already reminded me of the title that I did for Libra. It was something like from darkness to light, everything falls into place. So that's reminded me of that. So if you have Libra on your chart, I definitely suggest watching that reading. Bottom of the deck is Tree Wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. Okay, so Scorpio, I feel like you guys have definitely been through some darkness, okay? But it was not in vain. It was not for nothing. With this Tree Wisdom here, I do feel that you were meant to go through those experiences so that you can have a better understanding of yourself and of just life in general, right? That's what we're here on earth to do. So something about music is definitely connected to you with this flute. And I was going to suggest that the music you listen to definitely has an impact on your soul. So do be mindful of the music you listen to, because if you're listening to like lower vibrational music, it's going to affect you in a negative way, and vice versa. If you're listening to more high vibrational music, it's going to affect you positively. Okay, and before I could get that whole spiel out, I like that we have the confirmation with music right underneath that. So listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So it does feel that the music you listen to has an impact on you more than others. So be mindful of what you listen to. And also, just when you listen to music, I do feel that you receive a lot of messages that way as well. Okay, but I do feel like you're a very wise soul. People could definitely tell you that you're an old soul, and it's because you're a Scorpio. Scorpios have that old soul vibe. Okay, so going back to this light, I do feel that if you've been in the darkness, I just heard in the gutters. So if some of you have been in the gutters, if you're coming out from the gutter, you know, if you're building a legacy for yourself coming from nothing, I do feel that in this time frame, not just October, but just moving forward, I do feel that your spirit team, the universe, is blessing you with light, because now you need to be shown the way. I do feel that in that moment of darkness, there could have been moments where you didn't feel as connected to yourself or to your intuition. And I do think that for that, there's a reason for that. I think you were meant to learn things more through a human perspective without so much of that angelic spiritual guidance. Not that your spirit team left you hanging, but I do feel like there was some instances where you felt like, you know, what the heck is happening? Why am I not being led and guided in the right direction? But I feel like you were meant to go through that on your own. It's almost like, you know, when you have children and you finally have to drop them off at daycare for the first time, or school, and it's the hardest thing ever. It's like that. It's like it was really hard for your spirit team to let you go through that challenge or journey by yourself, but it's made you all the more wiser. But now that you've gone through that experience and you've passed that test, they're now like back. They're showing you the way again. They're like here to say, okay, you passed the lesson. Let's keep it pushing. We have your back. But I feel that you advanced in that situation. You became a master. And it's almost like your soul wanted to take on that challenge. And that's a very Scorpio energy. Scorpios do sign up for the more harsher lessons in the lifetime that they choose to be Scorpios. So I feel that you wanted to take on that challenge of doing it on your own. Okay, so I do feel that light is being shed on your current situation, and you're going to see in the month of October, if you haven't already, that light will always, always, always penetrate the darkness. Even the darkest of the darks, the light will always find a way in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what your overall energy is. Yep, exactly. Six of Wands, victory and success. You have mastered that lesson. You are victorious. Your challenges at this time. Ace of Swords, triumphant success. Okay, that's funny that you're getting success twice. Okay, why do I feel like some of you don't feel like a winner though? Like you are very much a winner, but some of you could be second guessing yourselves or feeling like, yeah, that wasn't a big deal. You need to give yourself more credit, Scorpio. Your supporting energy is the Emperor. That's awesome. We have authority. Yes, a lot of you are in your bag. This is your moment to shine. Let's see. What is your advice? Balance. This is the Justice card. Okay. Yeah, there's a restoration of balance. There's karmic justice. If you've been in that dark, it's being restored into light. Bottom of the deck is harmony. This is the Lovers. For a lot of you, you have found your soul tribe through this period of darkness. You have found who are your real ones and who are not. And for a lot of you, your circle got smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's down to like 1 or 2 people. Yeah, positive movement forward. You kept moving, kept going in a new direction, and trusted that you were being led and guided in the right way, even if this is you making those choices for yourself. But there is a special person in your life that has always gotten you through the darkest of days, and this definitely feels like someone in the physical realm. So like I was saying, I do feel that for a moment of time, you weren't as connected to the 5D, because I think you were meant to go through some lessons in the earthly realm without the assistance from the 5D. Okay, and I think in that moment, you really saw who your real friends were in the 3D. And there's definitely one person that stands out from the rest. Someone who's always been there with you through the darkest of times, through the thick and thin. And you both bond on a spiritual level. There's definitely this heart chakra connection between the two of you, an emotional understanding of one another. And you're both growing together and being drawn to the flowers that are blooming back here. So you're both growing together. So you both understand each other's darkness, and when you both go through challenges, even if it's at different times, you both know how to be there for each other. It's a very harmonious relationship. So this could be a romantic relationship, also just a best friend, a sibling, a parent even, but just someone who fully understands you and who you feel blessed to have by your side through everything that you've been through recently. This is definitely like a past life connection that I'm feeling with that too. Okay, so your overall energy with victory and success, the Six of Wands, this is your moment to shine, Scorpio. This is your time to receive your rewards for your just efforts and to give yourself credit more than anything. I like how in the Six of Swords, they always tend to have like ripped clothing because they're coming out of that Five of Wands energy of having gone through conflicts and trials and tribulations. So I feel that you've defeated the battle, and not only defeated it, but also won. You won the battle. You know, when people thought you weren't going to make it, people could have fed you their doubts and fears. You stood tall and you kept pushing forward. And now you're at the peak of the mountain, able to blow your horn, letting people know that you succeeded. Four of Swords. Okay, so it's important to now take a moment for yourself and rest, to take a step back and integrate everything you've learned. Meditation is coming through as advice for you guys. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Yeah, notice how they're similar in energy here, both at the peak of a mountain. So you having completed this previous chapter, you are now starting a new beginning. And it definitely involves taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. Yep, the Wheel of Fortune, it's like a calculated risk. You know it's risky, but it's your risk to take, and you know it's going to be a successful risk. There are times, though, when you do get a little bit psyched out and you wonder, am I making the right choice? But deep down inside, you know that yes, you are. So with the Fool, I do feel that some of you packed your bags, didn't really take much, and decided to move in a new direction, whether this is moving locations or also just like decluttering your space, your home, and letting go of what no longer is resonant with you anymore, starting fresh. Okay, but it is important with this Four of Swords to take that time to breathe and center yourself, because the energy feels pretty chaotic, what I'm feeling here. Like there's been a lot of moving parts, and you can finally relax. And some of you could feel guilty for that, for relaxing. Maybe you feel that you constantly need to be doing something, but I do feel that you need to just chill, which I feel that in this balance here, which we'll get to in a second. But I do think you're meant to just chill and integrate everything you've been through. Okay, your challenge is the Ace of Swords with triumphant success. So some of you do feel that if you start to see your rewards come in, you might struggle with imposter syndrome. You might feel that you don't deserve what is being handed to you, especially if you come from a rough upbringing. Okay, I'm being drawn back to like when I said the gutters, coming from the gutters, or you made it out the gutters. This hand is like coming out of the dirt. So I feel that when certain situations in your life tried to bury you, you managed to find a way to push through that. You know, when people thought like, oh, they're done for, you'll never see them again, you managed to find a way out. But I do feel like there's a little bit of jadedness there with this triumphant success and the challenge. I do feel that some of you might like look over your shoulder for like the next challenge, like what's next, what's going to happen now. But I feel like you're just meant to chill and enjoy the success. But some of you are a little bit weary of what's next, what's going to happen now. The Star, yeah. It's almost like you don't deserve that. This is how you feel. This is how I'm feeling the energy. It's like you feel like you don't deserve the good stuff coming your way. You feel like you don't deserve to take a breather and heal and relax. You feel like you constantly have to be doing something. And I do feel with the Six of Wands and the Star, whatever you're doing is going to receive a lot of recognition and attention, whether that's on social media or just like people talking about you. And that also might make you a little bit uncomfortable, because I don't know why I feel like you don't really want people talking about you. That's also very Scorpio energy. Like you want to keep yourself a mystery, but whatever you're doing is going to attract attention. And it's not bad attention, but it might make you a little bit uncomfortable. It's that imposter syndrome though, because you think that when you're doing well and then let's say it gets, you think that it's going to get taken from you, you feel that it's not worthy of celebrating, because then what if you lose this success, you know, and you were celebrated for nothing. But that's something that you're working through right now. Okay, your supporting energy is authority. So this is the Emperor. So this is awesome. So I do feel like you're going to be able to overcome any challenges that you feel when it comes to celebrating your success and any imposter syndrome situations like that. I do think that you're going to be able to persevere through that and really let yourself know who the F you are. You've been through shit and you deserve the success and rewards coming towards you. You've earned your keep, is what I've heard. Yeah, so I do feel that whatever you've manifested into your life, whatever success you have right now, you're not going to lose it. You earned it. And you're being recognized for it. I don't know why this like purple robe over him makes me feel like he's earned it. He's been through shit and he earned it. Let's clarify this guy. A lot of you are going to be in positions of authority also. Oh, look at that. We have the Ten of Wands, the High Priest, and Temperance. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, some of you had to leave a certain path that no longer served you so that you can come into the one that you're in now. It was difficult AF with this Ten of Wands. Like I'm feeling like the energy was hard. It was not easy, but you persevered and you stepped up to the challenge and knew how to handle it. With the High Priest, you're a very wise soul, like I was saying over here with that tree wisdom, and you're all the more wiser now because of this. With Temperance, this is drawing me back to balance, even though it's very different energy with the Four of Swords too. But I do think now this is a time for period of restoration is what I'm hearing. So if you have been in a quite chaotic energy, the month of October is meant for you to just relax now. Okay. Temperance and the Star card look similar in the sense that they both have their feet in the water, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So I do feel that there's going to be a duality with your energy of balancing both the dark and the light and being able to embrace both. And there's going to be this confidence about you now too that you didn't have before. You're strong like a mountain and nothing's going to be able to shake you anymore. And when challenges do arise, you know you have what it takes. You're not scared. There's also something about this yellow that's standing out to me. So your aura could be very bright. Like when you walk into a room, it's very noticeable. Yellow could be a significant color for you too. That's the solar plexus chakra. So I do feel that your confidence is just booming right now. So your advice is balance. So this is the Justice card. So I do think in the month of October, you're now meant to balance both the heart and the mind, the dark and the light, and bringing both versions of yourself together. So the old you and the new you, and embracing both parts of yourself. I'm being drawn to the 11 here. So I do feel that you've entered a new portal as well. You've opened up the new doors to this new portal. And you have to balance yourself before you can walk into this portal too, because I think you need to center yourself is what I'm feeling with that Four of Swords, the Star, and Temperance. Because it does feel that your energy's been all over the place because you were in survival mode for so long. Knight of Cups. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I do feel with the Knight of Cups here, October and whenever you're watching this is going to be a happier month for you. You're going to be able to do the things that you love and enjoy to do. You're not doing things out of survival anymore. You've planted your seeds, you've made the efforts, and now in October, good things are coming your way with this Knight of Cups. And you're also going to not only receive love from the right people around you, but also give love. And you have to balance yourself before you can do that too, because then you run into the issue of maybe overgiving your love to people. Because it does feel that when you love hard, and you can kind of lose yourself in that, whether it's a person or just something you really love doing, like a project or a job. So it's important to balance your passions in the month of October too, whether you're passionate about someone or something. And I also feel I'm being drawn to these 4 elements now. So we have the fire, earth, water, air. So I do feel like you're going to balance those elements in your energy too for the month of October. So if you've been in the Pentacles energy, for example, too earthy, you're going to balance it more out with the other elements. So I do think with the Knight of Cups, you're a Scorpio, so you tend to be more in your emotional space. So I do feel like you're going to balance it out with more logic, because balance is justice, which is Libra energy, which is air. So I do think you're going to learn to balance more of the logical and emotional side within you. But I love this for you, Scorpio. Okay, this is an awesome energy to have. So let's go ahead and finish this off with a butterfly affirmation for any further insight. Oh, okay. We'll do this one. I am thankful for many things, and my gratitude attracts abundance into my life. Okay. And then we have everything happens according to divine timing for the best results. So practicing gratitude is going to help even bring in more of those abundance that are already rightfully yours. Okay. And I do feel that you're already learning this, or have learned this already, about divine timing and knowing that everything's going to happen in the best timing. You don't need to rush anything. Bottom of the deck is, I am deserving of respect, love, and happiness. I give respect, love, and happiness too. So that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like there's a balance between these two. This is giving me Six of Pentacles energy. So I do feel that, you could have either been on the receiving end of too much love and maybe not have given back. But what I'm feeling is that you guys always give respect, love, and happiness to others. So now you have to make sure that you also receive that too. All right, Scorpio, so that is what I have for you during this time. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you the clarity and insight that you were looking for. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.